Introduction to OOP. Now what is OOP? OOP or Object-Oriented Programming is a programming methodology that defines objects whose behaviors and interactions accomplish a given task. OOP is a style of programming that helps you model real-world things like cars, people, or bank accounts into code by creating objects that have their own data and behavior. Now why is OOP important? OOP is important because it makes programming easier, clearer, and more powerful. Now let's have a real-world example. Our example would be a car rental company. Each car is like an object. It has its own data, which is the color, model, and mileage, and behaviors, which is the start, stop, and honk. Instead of writing separate instructions for every car, you create a car blueprint, which is a class. Now from this one blueprint, you can make as many car objects as you need. Any questions? So hearing none, thank you for listening. And now let us proceed to the next one.
Procedural programming is a way of writing programs where you focus on step-by-step instructions. It's like following a recipe in the kitchen and cooking by yourself. You prep the ingredients first before following each step listed. It focuses on the step-by-step procedure, and you as the chef are responsible for carrying it out. And for object-oriented programming, it focuses on organizing code into objects that have both data and behaviors. It's like having a chef in your kitchen. You just tell the chef to cook pasta for you and he cooks one. The focus here is the chef already have the ingredients and had the steps memorized. Next, we'll show you a side-by-side implementation of procedural and object-oriented programming, featuring their key differences. In procedural programming, the main unit is the function or procedure, while in OOP, the main unit is the class or object. And for data handling, in procedural programming, data is kept separate from the functions, but in OOP, data and behavior are bundled together in an object. Lastly, procedural programming has limited reusability since it often repeats steps or functions, whereas object-oriented programming promotes high reusability through reusable objects and classes. And here are some advantages of object-oriented programming over procedural programming. It keeps things organized, it is easier to reuse code, it is safer, you can build on existing work, and it is much better for big teams or projects.
Let's create a class. To create a class, you first need to create a file with the same name as your class. Then let's give it two variables, name and leaf count. Let's provide two methods, one to increase the leaf count, and the other to print out all of our variables. That will be show status. We'll print out its name and its leaf count. Here we have a really basic class. Let's create another file. We'll call it main because this is where our main method will be. We'll give it the new keyword and the constructor, and let's name it Sprout. Sprout will have 5 leaves. Then we'll show its status. It's going to print out its name and its leaf count. What if we made it grow? Now Sprout will have 6 leaves, right? It does. We're updating its attributes. Now let's understand inheritance. Inheritance requires the extends keyword and the parent class. We'll give it a new variable, flower color. Then we'll override a method. That method being show status. Here we'll still call the parent class's method, but we'll add a new line, flower color. Here we'll print out our flower color. Let's create a flower object. This flower object will be named Blossom. Then we'll give it 2 leaves. And its color will be purple. Let's show its status. Blossom has 2 leaves and is purple. Let's make it grow. Then let's print out its status again. Blossom now has 3 leaves. This is inheritance. Even though a flower did not have a grow method, planted, therefore a flower got the grow method. That is inheritance.